So I wanted to watch this with everybody because I had some opinions on it. And whether you agree with me or not, these are my opinions. I just don't get where we're at on things like this. So go ahead and watch this.
Asked me to do a season 2, and they offered me half the money. I'm like, wow, it's going to take me twice the amount of work for half the amount of money. And so 8 months of my time, essentially, and to do it for half the amount. I'm like, I'm sorry. Why? Did you think I'm only half the Jeremy because I got ran over? Maybe that's why you want to pay me half of what I made on the first season? And this is not Marvel, mind you. This is like just Disney, not even really Disney. It's just the penny pinchers, the accountants. I told him to go fly a kite. I mean, just at the insult offer. And we didn't see eye to eye on that. And sadly, and I still love the character. I still love to do it, but I had to defend myself. I didn't ask for any more money, mind you, right? It's just payment I made the first season. So it was a little disheartening that didn't happen, but that's fine. I'm happy to let that go because my body's probably thanking me, time and time again that I'm not doing it right now. But we'll see.
Having said that, now before I say my opinions on this, you guys have to realize whether I'm a fan of his or not does not stop me from having a brain. So I feel like a lot of people excuse certain stuff if it were to be done by someone that they like. And I think that is not a society in which I want to live in. I don't think you should get away with murder because you are somebody that people like. Okay? I don't think that should be a thing, but here we are. Having said that, I need you guys to understand a few things. This man has made from Disney, okay, close to he's made so much money. I would honestly say hundreds and hundreds of millions. At this point, this man does not need money anymore. The way he lives with his family and the things that he does, he's set. He's set. He doesn't need any more. Now, that's not saying if you have to be 8 or 9 months on set, doing your own stunts, maybe is that he's complaining about. He got ran over in a freak accident. He got ran over by a snowplow. I think it's snowplow or something like that. Now, when I watch this, I see a man with a fucking chip on his shoulder. And it feels like something else is going on here. But the reality is he got paid $15 million for season 1. And can you guess how good season 1 did? Not great. Not great. It didn't do good. People were off-put by the writing. People were off-put by the way that the characters kind of approached each other. I don't know what this dude is like on set. I don't know what he's like in person. But it seems like the fans love him. And I do like him. I do like him in his roles. But as a person, and it's tough to say this because you don't really know someone, right? People talk about that he's done charity work. A lot of people do charity work. A lot of people care about other people. A lot of people, like you and me, don't need to do charity work to be seen doing charity work to get clout or to get fame or to get sympathy. But he got ran over, right? And whenever something bad happens, they get this little card to pull out and they go, something bad happened to me though. You can't say anything bad. I'm going to say it like this. They offered him half of what he made on season 1. Why? Well, there's a lot of bullshit going on right now. And I imagine they offered him So I'm in game design and I understand how some of this stuff works. What they offered him was a way to make season 2, even though it didn't do well, even though that no one wants it, and all of these things, this was a way to actually make season 2. Now, why would they do that? Because there are certain politics in play. There's certain things in play when you're doing any kind of a project like this or anything like that. If I were to walk in the room and be lazy and just go, I don't want to make this. I don't want to make this. I don't want to make this movie. I don't want to make this TV series. It didn't do good. The first one didn't do good. I don't want to do it. Okay, well, you're liable. You're not putting the good faith into something. I think they offered him the money for season 2 because of all the shit going on. And they said, look, we can do a season 2. This is how much. And I bet he wasn't the only one to take a pay cut. And I'm sorry, but $7.5 million to do the second series, listen, if you do care about money, $7.5 million. If he has no other options, if he has no other roles, if he has nowhere else to go during that time period, 7.5 million or zero, you know what I mean? It kind of feels like if you can get more than 7.5, go do a different movie. Right? If you like the thing, do it. If you don't like the thing, don't do it. But in reality, he's trying to make a case that they wouldn't work with him. They wouldn't give him, what he made on the first one. And listen, on these series, if it's doing bad, why would they give you more? Now, I get that he's being reasonable by saying, just give me what I made on the first season, and I'll do the second season. But sometimes that these deals are worked out so that they have an option to leave. They say, oh, well, we offered him the money and he didn't take it. That's the best we could do. We did our honest put forward for this thing, right? So that's what they did. They offered him the money and they said, this is our honest attempt. That means they're not liable if, anything came back. They said, no, we offered him the money. We really wanted to do it. We're all set. And it does have to do with more than just him. It does have to do with paying all the workers, paying all the people. And now that they have kind of we thought this would be bigger, but now that we have the numbers, season 2, we can expect it'll do like this. So this is what we can afford. Every day an actor acts like a drama queen on set, costs still go up, right? Because you're paying all of these people to be involved in the movie, not just the actor. If it was just the actors and you didn't need anyone else on set, these movies would be done for very different amounts of money. But in reality, he built a character, and it's the same with Iron Man, right? Robert Downey Jr. was paid a lot to do Iron Man. So it's the same situation, but the thing is, Iron Man made a ton of money. And when they saw it made a ton of money, they wanted him to do it more because it made money. And it kept making money. It kept making a ridiculous amount of money. I never watched Marvel movies for his character. I never said, oh man, Hawkeye's going to be in this new movie. I have to go see it because I really want to see Hawkeye. Now, was I excited about other characters? Absolutely. Absolutely. But I think even when you think about it, he would be in the same position as what's his face who played Hulk in this situation in the new MCU. Had Hulk got its own movie, they could be in the same position. They gotta have to pay him less because we have to anticipate that not the best reputation for whatever reason. Mark Ruffalo, not the best reputation right now. I don't know why. I haven't done any research. If you know, put it in the comments. But I'm saying it like this. As much as I want to be on his side in this interview, and I think a lot of people will be sympathetic, you have to understand that no one wants a second season. No one watched the first fucking season. No one liked it. A lot of people didn't like it. Yeah, if you're a big Hawkeye fan, this sucks. It absolutely sucks. But so did the series. You know? So did the season that they put out. So, I think for me, he's taking it personally when those people in suits that offer him this half, they're like, look, we can do it for this or we don't do it. And they have to at least try. If they don't, that's a whole thing where you get liable, you get investors involved, you get people involved, you get lawyers involved. Because if you tank something on purpose, when no, we could make a profit on something if we do it for this amount, you know, you can't do that. You can't do that in a big business like this. You absolutely cannot do that. But 7.5 million's still a lot of money for season 2. Now, the reason he's talking about working harder is because he got hurt. So I imagine in his mind, because he got hurt, it's going to be twice as hard to do the series. Okay, don't do the series. Why is that a hard thing? Why is that a hard concept? Just don't do it. Right? Don't do it because it would be too hard on your body and mind and time and all this. But I'm sorry, this man has made a fuckload of money. He does not need any more money. And honestly, if he wants the easy gig, he would just show up to conventions. If he wants to be not a prick and he wants to actually be interacting with the fans who actually care about him, just do conventions. Collect your free money that they will literally just hand you for you to show up. And all you got to do is sit there and smile. And that's it. And if he can't do that, then I don't know what to tell him. I mean, listen, it's not like I don't like the guy, but I think this is being unreasonable. I do think that whether he was hurt or not, it's not the studio's fucking problem. Okay? You know, what a freak accident. What does it have to do with the people paying you? I know that if I worked at Walmart and I was hurt, I either come in or I'm fired. This guy is living at a level where I guess he just doesn't realize that what he's saying is so weak to normal people. Like, people who actually would be his fans that would watch anything he's in just because he's in it don't like hearing this stuff because we feel like, dude, make the series. If it were me and I was a popular person and I knew that I had fans that desperately wanted to see me in something, I'd take the 7 million. That's just me, though. That's me with my brain, my thinking. That's an opinion. But here we are. Now, I don't know why there's so much sympathy for this. Like, it just seems like there's a lot of sympathy in the fact that, you know, he got hurt. I just don't see why this is as big of a deal. He's insulted. But here we are. So I don't know what everyone else's opinions on this is. This might be a little bit too spicy of a video. But you know what? I want to hear what you guys have to say. You watched it. You saw it. I didn't edit it. No bullshit. I gave my honest opinion. Go ahead and throw me a comment explaining your side of it, and maybe I could understand, because I'm just one person, right? I'm not an omniscient thing. Maybe I can understand the other side of it, because I kind of feel like my take makes the most sense, but I really can't understand the other side of this argument where it's like we should be on his side. Like, why? I don't. He could just go do anything else. He's actually a popular actor. It's not like I'm comparing him to super popular actors. It's not like he's a no-name guy. He was in a ton of movies before Marvel. He could do anything else. But I really do want to hear what you guys have to say, what you guys have to think. Let me know in the comments, and like, subscribe, do all those things if you want. You don't have to.